Good morning, students. Today we will start about the next stage within the karyokinesis, which is the anaphase stage. As do we have discussed, the anaphase, it takes place after the metaphase stage. Within the metaphase stage, we have discussed regarding the formation of the metaphasic plate. All the chromosomes, they lie towards the equatorial region, and the spindle fibers, they are binded to the kinetochore region, which is a disc-shaped like structure present within the centromere, and they try to pull them apart. At this stage, within each chromosome, we can say the number of chromatids, they are 2 in number, means they are made up of 2 sister chromatids. So the anaphase stage is the shortest phase, but much more kinetic in nature, because it commences with the separation of the chromatid of the chromosomes. As do we have discussed, in the case of metaphase, the spindle fibers, they have attached to the kinetochores of the centromere region within the chromosomes, and later on in the anaphase stage, it pulls them apart. So at the onset of the anaphase, the each chromosome arranged at the equatorial region at the metaphase plate is split simultaneously, and the two chromatids, which were the sister chromatids, now they are referred as to the chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei, begin their migration towards the two opposite poles. We can understand the phenomenon through the simple diagram. Suppose a diagram of one chromosome we have drawn here, in which the spindle fiber has been attached to its the kinetochore region present within the centromere region, and that has been formed during the metaphase stage. As the metaphase stage, it overs the separation of the chromatids takes place, means the splitting of the chromatids that takes place from the centromere region. So as the centromere, it splits into two halves, the chromatids that also splits. Now these two sister chromatids that they were the part of the particular chromosome, now they behave as just like we can say the chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei, and they starts migration towards their respective opposite poles, and the movement would be also in such a way that as the spindle fiber is attached to the kinetochore region of the centromere region, the centromere region, it leads ahead, and the chromatids, they just trails behind in a waving way, just like here. At this pole region also, the centromere is pulled towards the another pole of the cell. Like that, the chromatid would be trailing behind, just like the arms of the chromosomes. So at the phase of the anaphase, we may conclude that the most important event, which is the separation and the splitting of the centromere, takes place. So the chromatids, they separate out, and the chromatids, they move towards the opposite poles. Now as the anaphase stage, it overs the last stage of the karyokinesis, which is the telophase stage, it starts. Now we will study about the telophase stage, which is the last stage of the karyokinesis. So as the telophase stage is marked by the reaching of all the chromosomes to their respective poles, and the spindles they also starts disappearing by the depolymerization of the tubulin subunits. So as the chromosomes they have reached to their respective poles, and the spindles they have also start disappearing by the depolymerization of the tubulin subunits, and the nuclear membrane appears around the set of chromosomes at each pole by the fusion of the small vesicles formed in the cytoplasm during the prophase by the disintegration of the nuclear membrane. So we may say the events which has took place during the prophase stage, it is just the reverse that is taking place during the telophase stage. We have discussed in the prophase stage there was the disappearance of the nuclear membrane. In this telophase stage there is the appearance of the nuclear membrane. We have discussed the nuclear membrane has dissolved within the case of prophase stage. At this stage the nuclear membrane has appeared and they have surrounded the chromosomes, and the nucleoplasm also gathers around the chromosomes. The chromosomes also start their uncoiling and becomes thin and long. They soon forms a reticulum and becomes indistinguishable as individual members. As in the case of prophase, we have discussed the chromatin material which has started to condense. The condensation process has started here. Here they will, so the decondensation process means they will decondense themselves and lose their individuality. So the chromosomes they will lose their individuality, and the nucleolus becomes organized by the nucleolar organizer from the nucleolar material dispersed during prophase. So at the telophase stage, no individual chromosomes can no longer be seen, and each of the chromatin material also tends to collect at each of the two poles. So this stage is that stage we can say where the nuclear membrane has appeared once more and the chromosome has also lost its individuality and decondensation process has took place. So we may say the most important events which are taking place during the telophase stage is that chromosomes cluster at opposite spindle poles and the identity is lost as discrete elements. And the nuclear membrane they also develops around the chromosome clusters at each pole, forming two daughter nuclei. So the nucleus part has been divided, the karyokinesis is over, and also the other cytoplasmic organelles like the Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulums, they start reforming again. That in the case of the prophase stage, we have discussed, they have disappeared. At this stage, they again reforms themselves and they again show the reforming process. Now the last stage would be the cytokinesis stage, in which there would be the division of the cytoplasm, thus forming two daughter nuclei with the exact genetic material, exact copy of the genetic material along with the other cytoplasmic organelles. So in the next class, we'll discuss about the cytokinesis. Till so far here, thank you. Have a nice day.